Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Hi, Coco. Hi, Mac. Hi, Archangel. Hi, Zyber in game chat. Why? I wasn't even on the art tag yesterday. No, for real? Like, that is actually starting to really get me, like, frazzled because I changed it. I manually changed it, and it's like just reverting to the last starting thing of like the previous day or whatever, of like the last stream every time. You know? That is a lot of eggs. Okay. Our little chicken farm is rapidly expanding up here. Okay, so hello. Also, sorry, stream is a little bit late today. I got called by Mom Vion, and it was like, why haven't you been talking to me lately? Kind of a thing. Not that I've been like avoiding her or anything like that. It's more just, I am bad at communicating, and it was one of those things where I had to like, you know what I mean? Where you have to like work to appease somebody, kind of, a little bit. Sonic Rumble is doing, a Godzilla thing. Yeah, no, I love that. I actually, I saw it. That looked so cool. I love that, Sonic the Hedgehog is kind of right there with, like Miku, with, the surprising, like, Godzilla connections. Like, they're very much, they do a lot of stuff all together. But I think technically Sega owns Hatsune Miku. Technically. Something like that. I love it. I know the games. Yeah. So I just love that it's just like canonically like the three of them know each other, kind of. It's goofy and fun. I love it. Okay, we need to drop off all these ingots and the connectors. I need to get diamonds, but so I could just go straight in on trying to get diamonds. So that is an option here. It's fun, yeah. That needs to go up in the item bin. Or the hat bin. Hat bin hotel. Oh, more stuff that needs to get organized. And that one's empty. Viridium, ash, pebble, raw gold needs to get put where it goes. All right, cool. Miku met Godzilla because of Sonic. I know, and now they're best friends doing like tag team attacks in Fortnite. It's great. Somebody took my mushroom that was here. I had the glowy mushroom right here, and it's gone. How dare! I don't even remember where I found that. So lame. How double dog triple dare they? I know. Oh well. And throw the Santa hat and beard in there. And the big brain. Okay, so. But yeah, no, that's one of the big things that I've been really loving lately is I don't know. I've been really into like I've been really into Fortnite again. But in like a I've been really into Fortnite again, but like in a I've just been really obsessed with like crossovers lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on Twitter even I've been like joining in like community discussions about Fortnite stuff even. And it's not even like it's literally just like me wanting stuff out of Fortnite. And I just find it funny that I'm like this now. Let's see here. What are we looking for? Well, I mean, I was going to put that in here, but that's not the right bin for this anymore. Helping Miku do her Miku beam? Nah, I think Miku had the ability to do that all along. I don't think she needed Godzilla for it. I really want them to add Teto to Fortnite because I've been listening to a lot of Teto's music, but apparently she is both is and isn't a Vocaloid. So apparently her rights are all weird. And I'm like, oh no, like, but apparently because of that, it makes her somehow actually makes her more likely than like the other Vocaloids to get added to something like Fortnite. Like, I was gonna look for this one. Silk Touch. Okay, I need the Silk Touch one for getting a beehive, but we're not doing that just yet. How about tag team beam with him? Yeah, that works for me too. Like they're teaming up. I like it though. I like it. It makes me happy. But yeah, no, I've been listening to a lot of Teto music lately. Okay, so we've made our lava spawner. I kind of want to get glass, and I want to finish this floor off. At least have the glass to do it. So I might go either... We could just dig up the beach some more. The beaches around here some more. That's fine. Maybe even go a little bit further out and get it. Where do I want to go for it? Just down the river, probably? But yeah, I've gotten like super into like the Fortnite stuff again. I really want them to do ooh, this is pretty. Let's destroy it. By taking all of their sand. With my magic vein touch pick or hoe. Like so. Oh. Well, that was lame. But yeah, I like that. And then... But yeah, no, I actually was never really into Hatsune Miku until fairly recently even. And now, or like Vocaloid stuff, and now I'm like really into a lot of the Vocaloid. Been listening to a lot of their music. Or a lot of music made with them. Wild flax. Oh, I needed this. I get the weird feeling that maybe Ennui's been over here. Just maybe. Oh. But yeah, okay, and... You know what, I guess another thing that we could start working on is we could start working on enchantment stuff. Because it'd be really nice to be able to get like silk touch and vein mining on stuff. You know, but yeah. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. I've actually really that is another franchise. I've actually thought about doing like a whole Sonic the Hedgehog, like let's try to play every game that I've or beat every game, because I've beaten so many of the Sonic the Hedgehog games, but I haven't even played a lot of them. And I know some of them are really bad, but like also I would never I still just love the franchise. So I kind of want to play even the bad ones, like Sonic 06. Also, like, they should I feel like if they just remade Sonic 06 the way it was, like, as an actual functional game, I feel like the Sonic fandom would lose their minds over it. most of them are just not my thing. That's fair. Like, the best part about Sonic the Hedgehog games, too, is that they're all short. Like, you can beat most of them fairly quickly. So, like, even if you like it, like, out of principle, you can still play a couple of the games, and some of them are really good. Or, yeah. So, some of them are really good, some of them are not. But, like, I really want to have Sega Crossworlds. Or Sonic Crossworlds. There we go.
Oh, she's above.
Hello.
I have a friend. You my friend?
What friend? Oh, it's a snake.
A snake. I have a friend.
Yeah. For the record, did you know most enemies in the most animal entities will become non-hostile if you can name them with a tag? Yeah, at least in this. So like if you like bears are hostile, if you can get a bear to let you put the tag on, it's no longer a hostile entity. That's a little fun fact I like. Let's see. There's got to be more things I need to... Buttered toast. Okay, I'm gonna be weird and gonna say, like... I don't like my toast that toasted. Like, I like my toast, like, barely toasted. When I make toast. Like, if you ever see that scale where they're like, you know, where on this scale do you like your toast buttered to? Like, I usually pick, like, 2 or 3 out of 10. I like hot, slightly crispy bread, really. I'm less of a fan of toast. You want hot bread? Yeah. It's better. But, yeah, no. You ever make, like, homemade bread? It is so good. You know, fresh out of the oven. So good. Problem is how bad it is at retaining heat whenever I'm putting that cold butter and cheese on it, but cheese on toast? That's interesting. It's just slightly crunchy cold bread. Oh, I eat it fresh out of the toaster with just butter. And you don't put cold butter on it. You gotta put, like, room temp butter. Not typically, no. Okay, I will say, sometimes I'll make, like, a breakfast sandwich out of 2 slices of toast. But, if I'm just having toast, Like, I would just, if I was gonna have toast, I would just have toast. Butter, toast, butter, maybe jam or cinnamon sugar if I want to have like a dessert type of thing. Not what I meant. I mean buttered toast with yeah, no, never done that. Uh, let's see here. I believe it's sugar cane. Although, I'll be honest, I can't reliably cut cheese that thin either, so... It could just be a skill issue type of deal. Yeah, no, I could not reliably cut cheese that thin. Like, with a butter knife? That'd be a nightmare. Hi. Don't laugh at me.
I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing about the chicken in my hand.
Well, don't take my chickens. Gotta be even firm, you gentle stroke. Are you talking about cutting cheese with a butter knife? What else would you cut cheese with? What's a cheese slicer? The tool meant to cut cheese. I never heard of such a thing. Okay, I'll go check pick. Hold on. Oh, like that's like a rich people thing. Yeah, that's like one of those things like the fancy rich people in movies have. How is Mom Vian? Mom Vian was good. She was mad at me for not talking to her in a while. That costs $3. But having a dedicated utensil for cheese is like fancy pants rich person type of thing. But then again, eating cheese regularly is also kind of a fancy pants rich person thing here, so. I mean, it is, but we usually get it pre-sliced. Or we'll get it in a block of pretty much just cheddar. And, like, I think the only types of cheese you can get in like a block are cheddar and maybe Swiss and Colby. Wow, I died really stupid. I have a knife, I guess. Not a cheese slicer specifically. Well, it's just like, I don't know. It just seems like one of those things that like it's like for a very specific thing, and then it's just like when you it just feels like it's wasting space if you don't have that thing all that often. What's it like cutting cheese with a knife? I've only ever cut it with a knife. Like, I don't know, it depends on what you want out of it. You're not gonna get it like paper thin. But you'll be able to get it like, you know, you'll be able to cut it fairly thin. You can get a good snack size, I suppose. Honestly, I feel like even owning a mandolin would be kind of odd. Like, what do you need a mandolin for? If you're not, like, working, like, a professional, like, cooking job. Expensive? You know, yeah, no, you just use a knife. Everybody's got knives.
A knife? Okay.
I cannot imagine using that for... I cannot imagine using that for vegetables. Hold on, like, I hate that you're making me want to go look in my kitchen drawer and tell you all the utensils I have, because it's very few comparatively. I'm sure. Just throw all those in there. I didn't even really set out to do that. So, like, I have one kitchen knife, like one proper kitchen knife. I have what I assume is a bread knife. This is coming from me as a chef, funny enough. So I've got two long serrated knives. One has like almost like a can opener type thing at the end of it. Then I have, like I said, my one big kitchen knife that's nice. I have a paring knife.
You do know what Publix gave me last year?
What?
A full culinary set of I mean good quality butchery knives and kitchen, like, everyday knives.
Oh, nice.
Hold on, let me go check what the fuck the name of the brand is. Hold on.
But and then like what else do I got? Oh, I do have a potato masher, but it's my third one and I keep breaking them, so I don't think I'm going to use them in the future. I'll be honest, I kind of prefer to just throw stuff in a KitchenMaid nowadays. Like the same kind of thing you would make bread in. If I'm going to mash a vegetable, just if it's going to get mashed, like why bother? Just throw it in the thing with the paddle setting for a few minutes. It'll get taken care of.
Yeah.
I don't
Same
have a
in my
pasta
kitchen.
machine.
I would like to have a pasta machine.
That thing looks like it's from the 1940s. I do not even own a ladle. I own a soup spoon. I own like 6 different spatulas, 2 of which are wooden. I've got a slotted wooden, and then I have a solid wooden, and then I have a wooden one with a circle inside of it, which I don't really know what the point of all the different ones are.
Mm.
I got a kit of spatulas. I won it from a job I had.
Fiber wire.
I don't want that. I want paper.
You sure I can do that?
What?
Don't mind me. Arrow?
Hi.
No, you're good. I'm in a VC.
Oh, then why are you hanging around me while you're in a VC? Not trying to be mean. I'm just like, it's just asking for confusing conversations. Hi, chicken. You still you want to do dishes that day? True. That is in fact a very good function of having so many spatulas, is not having to do as many dishes. I understand that, though personally I don't make food that needs whatever is in my sink. Well, the thing is that like, I that's like most of what I end up making is stuff that, like I am I'm always a little bit behind on dishes, so. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh. 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 Huh? Huh? Uh-huh. You have nothing I want. Funny that you mentioned curry. I also have about 4 things of curry in my fridge right now. That was the last thing I made as a bulk food item. What's sandpaper for? Sand and paper, which is funny to me, but red sandpaper. Hey 40. I made lasagna. Ooh, lasagna. But yeah, no, right now I have curry in my fridge. When I'm done with the curry, though, my next big thing that I'm gonna be working on is the next thing I'm gonna like make. I need leather. Info guide. Okay, and then I need an enchanting table. That requires diamonds and obsidian and books. But yeah, no, after I'm done with my curry, sometime next week is when I'll be done with that. I'm gonna make potato soup. which is always like a wintertime favorite of mine. You know, you dice up some potatoes, you dice up some carrots, dice up an onion. And then you thicken it, you add some milk and butter, and then you boil it into a soup, and you thicken it with mashed potato powder. Good stuff. All right. So I think I need blue dye and I need all that glass. Oh, blue dye. I don't even think I need this. All right. But yeah, potato soup. Oh, and bacon. You need to put bacon in it. That's the other big thing for a potato soup. I'm a soup hater. I cannot. You know, that is kind of fair. I didn't used to be a big soup person. And I still am not really a soup person. But, that is one of the few soups I'm all in on. Soups you. No! But yeah, I'm not generally a soup person. Potato soup's one of the few exceptions to it. To me, it's, like I said, just the taste of winter. Thank God I can fly. I like chicken noodle soup, but that's about where it stops. Funny, because I'm, like, really not a fan of chicken noodle soup. Also, I do love Chinese soup though. Like any of the Chinese soups. Like I really love like egg drop soup, or like noodle dishes where they're a soup. You know, like ramen. Like, I really like that kind of stuff. But I'm a weeb. I'm a sucker for... I'm a sucker for just Asian things. It always just makes, like, you know what I mean? Place Japan! I don't like chicken noodle soup. Evil opinion. Every single time I make it, it's disgusting. And I hate it. It might just be I'm really bad at making chicken noodle soup. And you know what? If that's the case, I'll just own up to it. Maybe I'm just bad at it. But every single time I end up having chicken noodle soup, it ends up being like kind of greasy and gross tasting. Well, you see, you have to be sick. Step 1. Step 2 is you get a can of it rather than making it. Yeah, but also I wouldn't buy it. If I wanted soup, I'd just make potato soup. It's so much better. No, can of chicken noodle soup is also wrong. I'm not really a fan of soup, generally, though. I'm much more of a stew kind of person. I think stew is generally better. Stews you. Okay. I think we are... But, so yeah, no, like, chicken noodle soup. I would take a lot of things over chicken noodle soup. Hi, Nutty! Part of me almost wants to say that it's too soupy, but that seems stupid to say. You can take a can of rocket spaghetti, not sure what you call it here, boil that to your liking, add it to chicken stock, put it some oven-baked chicken wings, boom. Oh, enjoy D&D! That sounds awesome. I hope you have fun. Yeah, I don't know what rocket... I have no idea what rocket spaghetti would even be. So, okay, I'll run you through the last few times I've made chicken noodle soup. I buy a bag of egg noodles. I guess I've obtained llamas, because... Oh, nope, he's still here. Short mini spaghetti? But, yeah, no, I'll take a can of, like, the twisty egg noodles, and then I will get, like, a can of chicken stock, and some carrots, and some, celery. And usually I'll take chicken bones, or either I do chicken stock, or I'll take chicken bones from, like, a meal of chicken, or, occasionally I'll even do, I'll stop you right there. You're getting too fancy. Just use a bouillon cube. I've used bouillon cubes before. I have some in my fridge. That's part of what I'm gonna use to make my potato soup. But 3 ingredients: chicken, chicken stock, mini noodles. Boom, chicken noodle soup that warms the heart. Actually, no, wait, no. The last time I ate most of it like a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. So like I don't know if they sell that in Europe. They do that in Europe, but you can get like a whole roasted chicken for like $8. Here at most, like pretty much every grocery store, you can just get a whole roasted chicken. Okay? So you take that, you eat it for like one meal, and then you boil it for another meal when you leave all the meat on it so that it all comes off in the soup as like shredded meat. And then expensive than just getting raw chicken. It is about the same here, honestly. I swear I had more. Also, there was my diamond or my emeralds. And then yeah, you just get some celery and some carrots, and you slice those up and throw them in a soup with egg noodles and the chicken bones. You take the bones out, and you got chicken noodle soup. I have never had chicken noodle soup that didn't have vegetables in it. Chicken noodle soup, like, more than half of what's inside the chicken noodle soup is vegetables. This is gonna sound like a dumb question, but does Europe eat less vegetables than us? No, chicken noodle soup is not a common dish here. Eat it to my knowledge, to be honest. Huh. Oh yeah, I have coffee. Why am I not drinking coffee? I think the most common soup to eat here is probably tomato, but I don't like tomato soup. And I know I'm odd for that one, so don't worry. But I don't like tomatoes generally, so... Well, like, I like tomatoes, but, like, as I've mentioned a couple times, I have a stomach condition that makes it so when I eat tomatoes, it hurts me, so... Okay. Wiener soup? Like hot dog soup? Is what my thought goes to with that, like a sausage soup? Hot dog sausages. I'll be honest, there's very few things I would eat a hot dog in. Like, I'll take a hot dog. I'll make a hot dog sandwich. Which is, I would take a hot dog sandwich over a hot dog. Most of the time. At least if I'm gonna make it at home, I would take it over it. But, absorb the broth really well. They bloat up in a fun way. Huh. And occasionally, I'll make like I almost want to call it a craft dinner. Because I know that's what they call it in Canada. But, I'll make mac and cheese, and I'll slice a hot dog, and like a couple hot dogs into it. Uh, it's also got carrots, but fuck that, I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. Huh. But yeah, no, yeah, I've never been like a super soup person. I usually do something else, honestly. Okay, so... like another big thing that I used to really love pumpkin soup, but the last few times I made pumpkin soup, I was tired of it after like after like the first day. But I think that's probably what I get for trying to eat soup as a meal, or like that kind of a soup. It's like a drink soup, pumpkin soup. So like no matter how much I like pumpkin soup, you know, if it's a drink soup, it doesn't feel like you're eating anything after a little bit. Not that I was like hungry all the time or anything like that. It's more like, or something like that. It's more just like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like if you eat like a diet food, like you try to drink like those meal replacement shakes all the time. At a certain point, they start being like, it starts being like, I want to eat anything else. Like, sure, this is a meal. But at what cost? My humanity? Am I just a machine? A receptacle for soup? What does it mean to truly live? To suffer? Yes, no, drink your calories. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, something about, like, drinking your calories is very, almost, like, dehumanizing. Well, like, at least if you do it as, like, all your calories for a day. As, like, the primary way you get calories. You sort of just insulted all of Northern Europe. I mean, I'm not trying to insult them. I'm just saying how I feel. But I grew up in a very dinner is a meat and a vegetable household. So, and then usually a potato or a bread. The only exception is if it's something all cohesive like pasta, where you have the meat, vegetable, and the carb all together. So you need one of each thing in every single meal. So it's very, I don't know. Where am I going with this? Eating your food is dehumanizing? I'm sorry. Oh. You know what? Cook that chicken. So I can eat something that's not vegetables. It's not quite ready yet. But yeah, soup. But now that I think about it, I don't think I actually ate many soups growing up. I would have chicken noodle, I'd have minestrone, and I'd have potato soup. And then, debatably, you'd have chili. Like, good old American classic of chili, which is kind of a soup. Although I guess chili's really more of a stew. Right? Definitely a stew. You know what? Fair. Ooh, a summer hat. I actually wear one of these, like, all the time. Well, maybe not all the time. But, I had a whole really pretty outfit that you'll never get to see. That I wore to TwitchCon, where I wore a summer dress and a big summer hat. Like I was an anime girl on a beach episode. It was great. I really like that outfit. Good fit. Top tier. All right. Okay. I think maybe 2 or 3 more floors up, and that's enough for me for blue. Blue is supposed to be like research, so like blue doesn't want. You don't want blue to be super big. Green is going to be multiple floors, so maybe I should have it be more like a vaulted ceiling then. But yeah, no, like I said, I didn't grow up with many soups. I'm not really doing anything. I'm like kind of meandering. I also like, I feel like even to get this floor set up the way I want it, I actually need the green floor to help me like farm animals more. Let's see here. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna make potato stew, potato soup. I'm really looking forward to it. That's my next big meal item I'm gonna do. Cause yeah, I wish I was like, when I'm by myself, it is so much easier to cook in that kind of way, where I just eat the same thing every day for like a week. Is this done yet? Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I still have water? Why do I still have water? Okay, so... Blue, dabba dee dabba die. Dabba dee dabba die. Dabba dee dabba die. All right. And yeah. But yeah, like I'm actually really glad that I can actually tolerate eating the same meal multiple days. I know a lot of people who can't do that. And I feel like that's gotta suck for any sort of like meal plan. You know, like, how do you eat that way? Although I'll be honest, I know I'm actually like the food I grew up eating, I'm not actually a fan of. Like, I know a lot of people are like super nostalgic for a lot of the food that they grew up eating, and I of course like I am with some of it, right? Like, it would be crazy to just be like, nope, I don't like any of the food I grew up with, right? Like, that feels insane to me. But like a lot of the major foods that I grew up eating, I would be happy never eating again. You know? Is that odd? Because, like, I have described this before, like, a lot of the food I grew up eating as basic white people food. And, like, I'm not a fan of basic white people food anymore. I honestly would be more than happy to never eat something like meatloaf again. Or What else was something I kind of grew up eating a lot? Like, fillingless spaghetti. I ate that a lot. Where we would just do, like, just spaghetti and garlic bread or whatever. I would be perfectly happy not eating spaghetti again. But, or like a pot pie. Not really a fan of that either. Sandwiches. I'm not generally a fan of most sandwiches either. The only exception of, like, super common food that I did eat that I still, like, love is, like, Mexican food. Although, the funny part is that, like, it would be... I had beef burrito, like, beef and cheese burritos all the time, and we would just call it tacos, because, you know, uncultured. Whatever. Interesting. It's just like, it's taco night as we proceed to not have tacos. You know what? This will be a good replacement for my pretty mushroom that I had up there. And it's glowy. Bye. Just 16 more. But yeah, so yeah, the like, I eat a lot of more fanciful things nowadays. Like, I eat a lot of Mexican food. I eat a lot of random Asian dishes that I find online. My current favorite foods are like curry, and there's a bunch of Filipino dishes that I've made, like adobe chicken or adobo chicken. That I end up making a lot. So how you guys doing? I feel like it kind of got rambly. How you guys how's your nights going? So we need to... I guess the other option is we could keep digging down trying to find diamonds. I am equipped for it right now. Rushing a 3D project because I promised a buddy it'd be done by the 23rd. Ooh, dang! I hope you can get it done. All right, let's go. Throw that there. Okay, I think I should be fine to go for... the mine, I guess? I don't know what else to do, really. I'm kind of at a weird spot here, where, like, all of my stuff requires more things that I don't necessarily have all the access to just yet. We can go mining. It's called, but I got the hard custom model stuff done, finishing up scenery, Christmas lights, framed photos, mistletoes. Nice. I believe in you. You got this. Dripstone caves. But yeah, a whole 3D room and all, and the furniture and the items that, man, it takes so long to make all the little things. I can imagine, because I've tried to commission a couple times some like backgrounds, and that is kind of a nightmare as far as a commission goes, because it is so much more expensive than like a character of any sort of art. Because, like, backgrounds, people don't... You think it would be easier than a character. But it's way harder because you have to put in, like... It requires so much more for just, like, creating it in general. Okay. Interesting. I always forget silverfish are a thing. You know what that flashes me back to? When we played the first Minecraft server forever ago, like I'm talking years ago, our friend Senpai built a house, and his whole house got infested with silverfish to the point where I think he was like remodeling something, and he triggered the silverfish, and his entire house turned into these. And like attacked him, and it was like his whole house was gone. You're getting a new one as well. Just you wait. Hey yo, wait, what? Oh, wait, hold on. I missed something. I'm really proud of how it's coming out, and it has given me a way of making models where I think I'll be able to make. Ah, well, thank you. I'll look forward to it. Actually, you know who is somebody who I probably should have invited to be on Celvion already? Like, just since I brought up Senpai, he is definitely somebody who I should invite to be on Celvion. But he quit VTubing, and that's like the big reason he hasn't been invited on, is because like he doesn't do any creative work, but then he sometimes randomly streams, so then it's like, I don't actually know if that's the case. But he was part of, like, the old gang that Sil had that I used to hang out with, as we all started hanging out. Interesting. But yeah, he is like probably the most blatantly missing person historically from like my friend group on Celvion, who I haven't had on yet. I should probably just invite him on anyway one of these days. Just because he has nothing to promote doesn't mean... Like, a lot of my friends didn't have anything to promote. I'm always like, here's your chance, here's a soapbox. Tell us all what you've been working on. And everyone's always like, I don't know. So... maybe it's just enough to be like, yeah, I got you on. And then I think that's everybody, like, historically. Then everyone else is, because, then I think everybody else of, like, my friend group has either been on or... what is that? Because, like, then I have other people I could invite on. I don't know. It's something to think about. But that's... I think I'm rambling and not actually meaning what I'm saying. But you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. You don't, because I'm saying random crap. I need to invite Senpai Metal onto Celvion. Even though he hasn't been making stuff in a while. There. Just no rambling, Celvion, just say the thing. Don't do that. Grr. But yeah, I'm excited for next year. We're kind of done with the Celvionites for the year. I mostly just don't want to, you mean with, oh, Mithril? Yeah, Mithril! But yeah, I want to, I think we're done for the year. Most because, like, we have, what, like, another week of the year, really? Bye. But yeah, but for next year, I got a big list of people I want to have on. Oh, hello. The thing I've been looking for? Hello? Yeah! Let's fucking go! But yeah, I want to get through the rest of my big list of people who I want to invite. I originally wanted to on. Because we are almost there. Because I'm about halfway through all of my original planned people. But yeah, I want to start making. But next year, I want them to be a little bit more regular. And I still really want to get. I had the idea for getting an art piece of everybody who's come on. I was gonna do like a little, like, almost like a parade thing. Was kind of like the idea. But that's kind of similar to what Iron Mouse did. Maybe just some kind of like group shot I think would be kind of cute and fun. But I think that requires me to actually officially end Season 1. But if I do something like a parade, I can maybe get like an editable thing so that I can just add more people in as we go. I'm not sure what I want with that. But I've really liked doing those. And the funny thing is that I have... What was that? Wait, when did that appear? And one of the funny things is that I actually have people asking when they can come back onto Celvion again. And I think that's really funny too, because like I never really thought about that when I was making the show originally, was that people would want to come back. So now I have to like come up with either excuses for, maybe I just need to, I don't know. Because part of the original idea was for people to be able to, like, okay, I have thought about that a little bit. Like, people being able to come back. But, like, I haven't, like, seriously thought about it. Because, like, part of the idea, if people were to come back, was it would be less interviewee and more just, like, hop on and chat with me. But I almost feel like that should be another show entirely. Just like, I don't know. Like, it can be a related show, but like a different show. Like, can use the same set and all that, or whatever. And we still really need to get a new set. I haven't actually... I've been wanting to get a new set, like an actual proper set. And like a proper just chatting background. you know, I hope everyone has fun when they're on. I'm always paranoid that I'm, like, awkward. Because I know for a fact and I don't want to be, like, down on myself in any way, really. But I know I have flubbed a few guests and their experiences with me. Maybe not as flubbed, maybe I didn't flub it as much as I feel like I did, but... Because, like, I'm like, oh no, I really blew it. But I know I've, you know... I've been able to do better. And some of my guests I've been very... shy and struggling to conversate a little bit with. That, I'll be honest, that's a big chunk of why I'm a little bit afraid to go all in on, despite loving the idea of getting, like, the original point was to interact with people who I don't normally interact with. That's a big chunk of why I haven't done it, is because I already feel like I struggle to do it with, people I actually know, just not that well. Sometimes, you know? It can be endearing. True. I kind of feel like that's been my whole MO for a while. Charming but endearing. But yeah. I'm gonna get this down to bedrock. We are at a point where diamonds can spawn, because we found some. I don't like these spooky sounds down here. What are those? Am I, like, next to the sniffer or something? In, like, the huge, like, underground city dungeon or whatever? Is it because I've been sitting in the dark? I'm not sure. You know what is kind of sad, though? Is that I have officially been streaming long enough that a lot of the people who I started hanging out with when I first... Or I was hanging out with when I first started streaming at this point have started quitting. Like... I'm seeing a lot of them around less, and people who I actually hang out with and know don't stream anymore. That's always, like, a sad part of this sort of thing. What are the deep slate fragments for? Never quite learned that. So you notice, okay, you know, this is just a very Minecrafty thing, but I remember this time when I was a kid, and this is one of the dumbest injuries I ever got as a kid. I was watching one of the Marvel cartoons, I want to say. I think it was Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which for the record is the better Marvel cartoon. Like, if you want Avengers, don't watch, or better yet, you should watch X-Men if you want to watch Marvel anything, or Spider-Man. They're generally better than anything Avengers. But, I really wanted to make... I found this rock that was about the same size as Thor's hammer. And so I was bored, and Celvion was somewhere. Like, he was inside I believe he was in, like, it was a car place. And he was inside because I think one of his friends worked there, and I was outside bored. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take this rock, and I'm going to take this other rock, and I'm going to try to make Thor's hammer. And eventually, one of the guy inside the auto shops came out and was like, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that? You're going to want this rock pick. And he gave me, like, this rock axe for mountain climbing. And I distinctly remembered I kept trying to chisel into this rock that was about the same size as the end of Thor's hammer from Marvel forever, trying to chip out a place for a stick, because I did find a stick for it, to go in so that I could make a Thor's hammer out of real, like, stone, because I was positive there's no way that would be metal. Metal isn't big like that. It's got to be a rock. 'Cause I was a dumb kid. And anyways, I not only did I not succeed at chiseling a small hole that could fit a handle for this rock. Now, what was that? More spooky sounds. But eventually I missed, and I hit my hand, and I sliced my hand all up because it was an axe. An axe for rock, but it was still an axe all the same. And, yeah, it hurt a lot. And I had to go, I had to go inside, and Celvion had no idea I was even doing that. So, I had to go inside and get bandaged up by, Celvion, who's wondering why I had a rock chisel, like, mountain climbing axe. It was, anyway. I'll be honest, when I was a kid, I hated going places. Because going places generally meant, like, I would get whatever I wanted out of it, and then we would sit there forever. How deep is bedrock? I have to be getting close, right? Oh, whoops. All right, I think we'll pop out of the mine for a second. But yeah. Anyway, so for when we come back for more Celvionites, does anybody have any guests they want to see? In particular? Like, I have some people in mind, and I want to finish through my list of people, but you know, I would love to get anybody in particular is hoping for. Still wanted to have your first, it doesn't have to be Luton. I was trying to get Luton for that. Luton, okay, I'll just tell you what's going on with Luton. Luton doesn't want to be on until he has a he has a live 2D. Even when I was like, you can be on again when you get a live 2D. And he's like, no. And like, he's embarrassed to be a PNG tuber on a talk show. And then he changed it up last time I talked to him and said that he doesn't think he has enough stuff to talk about. Or something like that. He said something to that effect. So I think Luton has some sort of confidence issue with being on, which is sad. So if y'all want Luton on, you actually, like, the best way to get Luton on is probably to go try to get Luton to feel like they could be on. I thought I heard Luton for half a second. Actually, let's build that connector. Since I'm back up here. What else was it? Cable. Ender Pearl, 2 planks, nether quartz. Why is this all dark? Oh, damn it. But yeah, no, but yeah, no, if Luton doesn't want to be on, Luton doesn't have to be on. That's just the thing Luton said to me about why they have denied being on so far. They could change their mind. But there we go. Oh, wait, it's because I searched the word cable. That's why. Nether quartz, 2 planks. Okay. Now let's see if we can do this. Okay, that. Or actually, wait. Okay, and then we go. It's not popping up, weirdly enough. Oh, I need a chest. That's what it is. Okay. Quartz. Diamond. Connector. Okay. That's pretty sure that's not right. Why is that not? Wait. Huh. Wait. Hi, Raffle. Wait, how does this work? I thought I had it. Wait. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah! Okay, we got it, we got it. I was so scared. That one needs to be a connector, though, in a connector spot. And I have enough to make another one, I believe. Without having to go chop down a tree or anything. Okay, we did it! I have exactly enough. But yeah, I think I'm the only one in game right now. I am! Shopping done, I just need Reese's cups and I'm all done. Nice. Oh, baby, we got so much stuff. Okay. All right. So now I can start. Now I can wire this all upstairs to have a terminal up there too for creating things. That can go downstairs. I have enough to do one more connector bit. But I don't know. I don't think I have enough pipes for that. But all right. So, and I don't have enough wood. I can't believe I got the inventory thing done. This one. Grab that. All right. And I didn't realize I could plant trees in mud. That's good to know. Yeah, we'll just plant the rest of these out here since I keep coming out to the swamp to cut trees nowadays. Yeah. But yeah, if y'all can get Luton to agree to be on, I'd happily have Luton on. There's some other people I need to ask still. But as well, but all right. So, oh wait, I'm out of ender pearls. Damn. Enderman. Enderman. I love that you can see where Ennui did stuff. Like, so clearly. Okay. Just something about that is amusing to me. I guess no real sign of an Enderman. anywhere. But I can go ahead and be like, boop, have that ready here. Yeah! I wonder if I can put these on the back sides, not just on the sides like this. But yeah, you guys can see what's gonna happen here eventually. Eventually we're gonna get to a point where like it's all just gonna like auto start shuffling itself around and being in the inventory system. Like I think I technically can go like, yeah, auto sorted. Auto sorted. Ha! See, look at that. Planks. Sticks. I'm actually kind of sad that I can't really do Christmas shopping this year. I've been really broke this year. Like, I better start you know what? I should start a rap career with the way I be, baby, no money. Yeah. Because, baby, I have no money. That would have been better. Damn it. Raw mithril cannot be... Oh, what does that mean? Wait. I better start rapping because, baby, I have no money. There we go. That's the one. I did it. Good job, me. I'm actually really sad that he got bullied off of the internet, though. He is genuinely up there on my like favorite musicians. I actually am just a big fan of him. I feel like all the best people get harassed the most. And all the people who suck stay on the internet forever. Like, have you guys seen all the... I don't want to bring drama around these parts. But have you guys seen all the drama going on lately with like people being weird towards VTubers? I don't want to say because of Iron Mouse, but it's at Iron Mouse because a bunch of kind of like weirdo dudes were asking her uncomfortable questions at the Game Awards or the Streamer Awards. And that plus all the stuff with Burnt Peanut has kind of made it all... So now people are acting like VTubers are like Green Goblin masking. Like everyone's just like... It's crazy, you know? But yeah, no, a lot of drama's happening a lot lately. It's bleh. Come on, there's got to be an Enderman around here somewhere. Fox, cat, skeleton, boar, trophy. Enderman! There you are. Oh, there's a couple of them. All right. Zombie wizard. Damn. You know what? That was my bad. I wasn't prepared. Why can't people not be mean? My bigger question is if you don't get something, why do you want to talk about it? The thing is that I can get thinking something stupid, and I can get even being like, if prompted, being down to just talk about it, even though you probably shouldn't. But I can get that far, right? But so many of these people don't know the thing at all that they're trying to like have drama about. I'm like, I feel like I would want to have at least a little bit more knowledge of something like that before I, you know what I mean? No Ender Pearl for me? Come on. Give Mama her pearls. Damn it. But yeah. But yeah, that's the big takeaway I have from all of the drama stuff is it's just a lot of people who just don't know what they're talking about, causing drama about stuff they don't know what they're talking about. Ender Pearl, nothing? Man. Which is usually what drama boils down to, oddly enough. Yeah. That's fair. The dumb leading the blind. But funny enough, like, part of me, it kind of makes me think about, like, the gatekeeping conversation that so many people have. And, like, I'm against gatekeeping broadly. I think gatekeeping prevents new people from getting into it. But also, it does make me think that sometimes I think you can go too far in the pursuit of not gatekeeping. You can try to make yourself because I think a lot of things make themselves accessible to the point of like self-harm. And I think VTubing is kind of in that sort of category. Like, like a lot of people have been trying to get VTubing mainstream, but like I would argue anime still isn't even mainstream in America or the broad West. Like it's close, but like it's as close as you can get. But like I think constantly trying to expose yourself to like the broad audience of those outside the VTubing community can sometimes be like a bad thing, because like sure, you know, you're exposed to more people, but at the same time, like you're exposed just as much as you're exposed to new people who might be interested. You're exposing yourself to everybody who would make like it worse. You know what I mean? And there's kind of like a balance to be there to maybe like don't gatekeep against people who are interested, but don't try to be to face the people who aren't, who like, or something like that, if that makes sense. And like I really like I don't know, I have a lot of sympathy for the gatekeeping sort of thing, even though I think it's bad to do it. Like I said, I do think that there is sort of a measurement of I don't want to deal with drama. I wanted to have some sort of community space for the communities I'm actually in, instead of having to, you know, mesh with the type of people who you don't get along with or whatever. Because like a good example is like I've been into Marvel comics since I was like a little kid. And when the MCU got really popular, it was super frustrating for a little while to be like people who would have like been mean to me over liking it, getting super into it. But it's just kind of, I don't know, it's one of those double-edged sword kind of things, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm kind of just doing stuff. I found this valley full of minerals that I haven't seen around as much. Right by spawn, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll just take all these. I don't actually know what I'm doing here. God, I have so much copper that I'm like... And copper is useful for me for once. But I'm also, like, I have so much of it that I'm rapidly approaching, maybe I don't want to bother with this anymore. Territory. Rapidly approaching entropy. even is manganese? I know that's a real mineral. Like, I have actually since heard it looked up as a mineral. Like, I've seen it around as a thing now. I thought it was maybe made up for the mod pack, but I was wrong, so... Oh, up. Ha! What a loser, creeper. Damn it. But, yeah, I will say, though, I do really wish that, you know what is another thing that I've actually sat and thought about? Is that I kind of think that, part of the problem with, like, the things, the way I was, you know what I mean by that, like, like, we were kind of talking about, like, you know, stuff like gatekeeping or whatever, and, like, communities, and, like, I do really wish that, I do really think that some of it is, like, some of the problem might actually be, like, in, like, a dumb way, might actually be also that, everybody's so far apart. Like, I think, at least in America, I think that's a big problem with a lot of stuff, is that everybody is so, like, separated from each other. You know, that, they kind of just assume that they're, like, the standard, kind of. And I think somewhere like Japan, there's a little bit more of you get exposed to things even if you're not interested a little bit more because it's all so dense. And that might prevail to be part of why stuff like VTubing can be more, like, or other niche things like that can be more acceptable in other places. I don't know. Is this an interesting conversation at all? I have no idea. Because I read a thing once that's statistically places that are more dense are less, like, racist and stuff like that. Like, the closer like all types of people live together, the less stuff like that exists. So I kind of would imagine, like, even stuff like not wanting to harass people about niche hobbies or whatever could be included in that. But yeah. So I absolutely hate the idea of ever like getting into politics in any way, shape, or form. But if I did, it would be entirely for like build trains or something like that. Something kind of like that would be the kind of thing that I would be super gung ho about, because I love that kind of stuff. I have the autistic train brain where I'm like, it's just such a good mode of transportation. It's so nice. I wanna live in the city that TV and movies, like fiction, made me think existed. You know what I mean? All right. Fun conversation. An actual fun conversation. But yeah, I want to do, for our community night coming up, I really want to do, you know, I really want to, so we're going to be doing Space Dandy, you know, and I originally was planning on starting it this week and last week. I'll be honest, like, time kind of got away with me, for me last week. And kind of the same this week, honestly. Wow, this trench really is a deep trench. But yeah, Space Dandy. Which is one of my favorite anime. But yeah, at this point, I think, since we didn't start it this week, I think we're probably gonna start those up after Christmas, probably, at this rate. You know, I was told that I need to work on probably like my community building. But that's one of those things that's like such a hard thing to be like, yeah, how do I do that? Especially when I'm already not like the most social person. So me trying, I'm like, I want to do more stuff and like be better about that kind of thing. I don't even know where to start with it though. Okay, put all these seeds in here. Ow. I love that we're not even going after anything. I just, like, ADHD'd myself into a hole at the bottom of a crevasse. Cabbage. I see iron over there. I like that spiders are just weirdly weak to swords. Like, they're weak against swords and knives, but strong against axes for some reason. I don't know why. I just kind of like that. It doesn't make any sense, because I feel like an axe would be just as good as a sword at most things. In fact, actually, I watched this YouTuber who talks about it's a very vague thing to work. Exactly. They're like, oh, you need to be better at community building. And then it's just like, how? But yeah, no, I watched this YouTuber who talks about medieval weaponry and stuff a lot. Maybe not a lot, but I watch him when he pops up. And one of the things he talks about sometimes is how basically everyone overvalues the sword for aesthetics when the axes are way better. And like more of a real weapon people would use. But yeah. I will say though, you need to work on community building is just as bad and vague, or like frustratingly vague, as when people say stuff like you need to find a niche. And my brain goes, a niche, like I need to just do one thing? Like, what do you mean by a niche? And then nobody gives me a proper answer of what they mean by that. They're like, a niche, you know, the thing that only you can do. So, what, like, express my personality? And they're like, yeah, find a niche. And then, you know, and if you're ever doing something, doing something that's not, like, working, a lot of the time those same people would be like, ah, you should find a niche. And it's just like, that's what you need to do, is you need to really find your niche. And I'm just like, what does that even mean at this point? I don't get it. Ooh, Sonic the Hedgehog head. Sonic the Hedgehog. How do you get money? Have you tried borrowing money? No. Hey, I need to make. Hey, friend, I need to make a bunch of money. Do you have any ideas? Well, how much money do you have? You need money to make money. What do you know? That's why I need money. Same exact type of Same type of response. What's that purple one? Oh. Hi. Yeah, you gotta be successful to be successful. Hope that helped. I don't think you did anything at all. Just Sailor Moon meme. You didn't do anything. Away! Ooh, Kyber! That's what the purple stuff was. Alright, I want to get out of this hole. I don't know what I'm doing down here, honestly. Getting distracted is what I'm doing down here. Because I don't have a ton of time left. In fact, I am pretty much out of time. But I'd like to at least take all this stuff back. No, I don't need coal that bad. Especially when I have Morkite. Morkite's way better than coal. But yeah, no, I'm really trying. Really trying to do stuff. Like I said, it's really hard and nebulous to be good at streaming, I will say. Because, like, that whole, you gotta be successful to be successful kind of advice is, like, the most common type of advice you'll get as a streamer. Need to get out of here. Why is there so many metals in this, like, crevice?
Here we go. Welcome to Taco Bell.
Yo, Lore Master Valk here. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, readers. I am Cel, Android Girl Variety VTuber. I play lots of games. Today we are playing our Minecraft SMP that we have started for the holidays. How was your stream? What were you playing? But yeah, welcome in, raiders. I am in a big, like, valley, and I keep getting more metals in here and not leaving, despite me needing to get out of this valley. Like, this isn't even, like, rare stuff. I just keep, like, ADHDing myself into getting more stuff. But I'm tired. I'm coming down with the cold, but I actually did a writing... Ooh, a writing stream. Interesting. You know, I've actually never really heard of anybody doing writing on stream. That is actually really interesting. Your HP makes me sweat? Yeah, no, I'm out of food. But I'm in this valley, and I'm like, there's nothing really in here. Except for a constant stream of just rare enough minerals to make me keep, like, ADHDing around, getting more and more stuff. I think I ate all of my food at this point. I think I had more food before. Minerals. I think this is what the dwarves warned about in Lord of the Rings. You dived, you mined too greedily and too deep. Okay, let's go throw more of this in here. Sonic Head. Can I eat raw mustard? No, I have to make something out of mustard. Dang. Probably mustard, I would assume. True dwarf would never believe such a thing as Gesundheit?
Thank y'all both.
What are you doing over here? I'm like so far away from my house. Not believing such a thing as too deep. They would just eat rocks and mine more. True. Very true. Ah, yes, the dragon sickness. Okay. Zinc. I still don't know what zinc is for, other than, like, I think it's healthy bone density? IRL? As, like, a supplement? Like, I don't know what you use zinc for. Pretty sure zinc isn't a metal either. I think it's, like, a mineral. Also helps with the immune system? Ah! Good. At least I'll be healthy in this Minecraft. Get all of my nutrition in. Oh, where am I? Wait. I think this is the main valley. Yeah, that's the main valley. That there is a creeper. Maybe I can go around. Okay. Oh, at least I don't think I have to worry about that creeper now. Darn. A lot of immune system supplements like emergency get most of their benefits from zinc. Oh, I always thought it was vitamin C. Well, yeah, at this point I think it's just get my stuff and stop being in this random valley full of metals I found. It is actually about time for me to end the stream. Sorry I started stream so late. Apparently I did the thing where I forgot to call Mom Vion for a long time, for like a few weeks, and she got mad at me and was like, "You call me right now." Hey Zyber, could you deal with that? Thanks.
Come here. Come here.
You're taking
Follow
them the
me
wrong
to-
direction.
Nope.
All right, perfect.
Leading them in.
Thank you.
Into the damn hole. No, I don't need to put a damn stick there. I need to go down further.
But yeah, Mom Vion was like, "You need to call me," so I had to call her, and then it ended up being like right before stream. I'm so bad at like communicating with family. I'm very like I almost want to call it like target oriented, and so like streaming, it's a thing I actively work on and I get excited to work on, so I think about it all the time. But like something like just talking to my parents, I always forget. So yes, I know the feeling of calling your mom until you realize 2 hours have passed on the phone. Yeah, no, that's the other thing. That's the other reason why I don't call her more. If I'm like just kind of half venting about it, is that every conversation with Mom Vion ends up being like a 3 to 4 hour endeavor. Like she just wants to talk forever. But Mom's just want to yap. Can't even be. No, you're right. It's not even a thing to be upset about. It's just like, it's just a fact. Just moms be like that. Where'd these torches come from? I have not been torching this valley. Does this lead to like Ennui's or something? Or my mine, maybe? Alright. It's just a little exactly. Oh, also, I wanted to ask. So, what have you been writing on stream? What have you been writing? I am interested. All right. Got zinc. Yeah. What's up with all these torches? My science fantasy setting about... Ooh, that sounds really fun. I actually have been kind of, not like actively, but I've been passively working on like a big science fiction setting that I've been kind of half writing in. Like, I have the Notepad app on my phone that I regularly write new entries about it on. Morning, Psycho. Cross between a bunny, a moth, and a cat with healing powers that feeds by me. Oh, that sounds cute, actually. I like it. All right. I think I have rated this random valley of metals plenty. Oh, and I need food badly. Ah, oranges. The best fruit. Incorrect. Oh, what's the best fruit then? Yes, got it. Crimsite. Interesting. Aw. Okay. I think I need to... I think I'm back in the valley again. Why am I here? Let me out. I don't need bangium for anything. Ooh, epic hat. Oh, a festive hat? Aye. Candy cane. Oh, okay, that's kind of cute. All right. Love sci-fi so much. Again, I write and ingest media of it all the time. If you ever want to, yo, I would love that. That'd be really fun. Yeah, I haven't even really talked about my sci-fi setting. I used to attempt to be a game dev, and I have been working on a setting that was supposed to become an MMO that I wanted to make. Or some sort of game. And I've been just sort of passively working on it forever. Art Academy box of paint. Spruce beehive. Yo.
I can heal now.
Nice. Actually, wait. I need to go up.
Fuck off!
Do. Okay, so...
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot that I'm magical and all animals follow me.
I don't know
I
why
look
that's
like
kind of
a
funny to me.
shepherd. I've literally got the staff.
Why are you attacking me? I slept literally yesterday. Okay. So we need that, and... Been a writer for most of my life, and have worked on for this particular setting for over... Ooh! Yeah, no, that, like I said, that sounds really fun. I would love to work on some... That sounds really cool.
You can use morkite to smelt.
Yeah, it's a fuel.
Huh.
I also need this out of here. I also need this out of here. All right. Now,
Where are these chickens coming from?
what do you mean?
Look at them.
I got a lot of chickens. I need 2 wooden blocks. Oh, by the way, I did it!
Did what?
Come down to the basement. Inventory auto sorter.
I see.
I don't need to put anything into an actual box anymore. It's just automatically sorts it all. The worst part, though, is I have to connect it all with this, and these require diamonds.
Damn.
But the pipes don't. Huh?
Do they work with the iron chest containers? Like
I believe
netherite
so.
barrels?
I'd love to chat more, but I'm on the verge of No worries. Good night, Valkyrie. Thank you so much for the raid again. I really appreciate it. Ah, my chickens! Here, you have the
Here,
magic
let me
shepherd
round
staff.
them up.
Could you?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. All right, put that there. Da 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 da.
I think the most wicked part about all of this is that I literally made the magic charm just because I could. I have no use for it. All of my animals are kept in a cage.
All of my animals are going to be kept in a cage. The only reason I even have chickens is I picked up eggs and started throwing them up there.
I see. Owie.
Okay, another chest attached to the system. But yeah, I need a ton of diamonds. And the other thing that's really cool about that is that I can actually make an internet of inventory by getting a beacon. And I can attach one of those pipes to a beacon, and then you can attach one of those conduits to it somewhere else, and then they're connected.
Word?
Yeah, so you can technically have a mass shared inventory this way by connecting it to a beacon if you really want
I
to.
see. You know what I find incredibly funny?
Huh.
Because of how your skin is designed, the night vision goggles that you're wearing don't even look like goggles. They just look like headgear.
Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, I want all of that. All right. I do have to go, but let's quickly. Yeah, the other thing is those cables require so much wood.
I live near a redwoods biome.
I need sticks. Hold on. At some point, I'm going to wire. I haven't done this yet, obviously, but at some point, I'm going to wire up a conduit up here to where my crafting and research whatever facility is going to be.
Nice.
So it's just going to go through the big water fixture somewhere.
Gotcha.
So then I can just have it access
That
to it
doesn't
up
sound
there.
like it'll be up to code, though.
Probably not. No.
Typically, you want to have your water fixtures away from your
Electronics. Yeah. Well, you know, we are a megacorp. We tend to cut costs.
Mhm.
I'll leave you with
I
that.
do find it really funny.
Oh.
How...
I'd leave you with that sub goal too. What do you mean sub goal? Wait.
You're up here living in a megacorp glass tower, and then I am living in a literal mud hut.
Yeah. I mean, you chose the mud hut life.
Yeah.
Oh wait, nope. I want the ores, not the. I want to keep the raw ores on me so they can get processed. I need more wood. Do 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 do. I know I didn't want to store my backpack. I was trying to put my stuff in my back, or I was trying to open the backpack to whatever. Yeah, this is the last thing I'm doing though before I go. I just want to. So cable, we want, and then trapdoor here, trapdoor there. Stick. Stick. Haha. And then I can just pre-do this by going here. Haha. But I also can go like so. I think I'm gonna need glowstone down here for some stuff, because I'm like, I don't know how else I'm gonna deal with lighting in a room where every single chunk of floor is gonna be covered in pipes. Silver. I guess we got that to go. Kyber. This is pretty fast, actually. I wish you could bulk do smelting, like more than a single stack, and then just have to take them out stack at a time. Manganese. Silver. And then the other thing that I want to do is I also need to set up a in an alloy forge. Yeah, probably. I haven't worked on an alloy. I haven't done anything with the alloys just yet. Like I said, we are building up. We're in the building ups phase. I am I know I'm jumping around tech-wise a little bit more than I probably should. But one of the things I need to do after this is I also need to get a hopper that'll just dump stuff into these chests. Because yeah, because once I have a hopper, then I can just have like a hole that I just like throw all of my loose stuff into, and then it all ends up in the chests and I don't have to worry about it too much. That's one of my other like minor goals, I would probably say. All right, we need to go throw all these hats into the front desk. Got Sonic the Hedgehog hat. Top hat, top hat. You notice something that I find really funny, but kind of just interesting, is that Warner, like the Hanna-Barbera character Top Cat is so popular in Mexico, despite him basically being entirely culturally irrelevant in the States at this point, that he got an animated movie like a couple years ago. Spy zombie? Yo. I just find that interesting. That's funny though. I like that one. The world's most bizarre metal. Oh wait. I turned that. Okay, yeah. So sorry, Fem voice got turned off for one of the streams not that long ago where I was doing when I had guests on. But I can do that for you anyway. We're almost probably gonna be wrapping up stream here pretty soon though. Forge Star Platinum from Starite and Platinum. Yo! JoJo reference. Okay, that was the other thing I wanted to go dump into my yeah, so I think a bunch of my oh. I think a bunch of my stream things are probably turned off still. I forgot to turn them back on. I will turn those all back on later. What?
Very, very quickly though. Okay, so
Do you want me to stop and watch you for a sec, or what do you mean?
yeah. Okay, so the Karmot step, the way that this works is that you can put blocks of the different metals from the mods into it to give it different abilities.
Okay.
Right now, it's got a block of Karmot in it, which is the heal ability.
Okay.
Now, when I swing it, this is the default speed, right?
Okay.
I put the Star Platinum block in it.
Yo, that's awesome.
It also gives me a speed boost when I move forward.
That is perfect. Great. Some more quadrillium. Hey. All right. I need to actually end like now. I wish I could. You know, I will say I really wish that. Oh, dang it. I'm out of things. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate. I will do that also. But yeah, I really wish that I could, like... Can you actually... Wait. Psycho, are you here still? I had a quick question. Darn. Okay, any Minecraft heads who are in chat, do you guys know if I can put, like, a chest and a hopper on top of a furnace or something and have it just, like, auto-feed itself? Is that a thing I can do? Oh, this is actually good timing. I can throw something else in here real quick. Okay, I just cannot forge mithril this way, so... copper then, I guess. I wish I wasn't so utilitarian with what I have on my character, because I have just epic hat brag. Yeah, no, why don't you make them? Use them. I should take these. I'll take that too. Throw that in there and that. Anything else I could just take that's not useful? I could take a stack of dirt. And then I could throw this in there.
Ow.
Could take another stack of dirt. Throw that in there. Perfect. Could take all these twigs and...
Okay, now I can grab this.
Yeah! But +1 on looting the hat I have so good. Oh, good. Alright, anyway, I am getting distracted. So I have to go. So we're gonna just... And we are gonna find somebody to raid real quick, because I have to get to work. Sadly. Oh god, I'm employed. Oh my god. Yeah, and I'm sorry too. I wish it didn't have to be this way. But it do be that way. Oh my god. Natural light. Anyway, who we rating? Let's see here. Let's raid. I'm always so indecisive with these. You know, yeah, why don't we, let's... Yeah, let's, okay, I know how to raid. So, thank you all, oh, wait. I just accidentally tried to raid somebody else's chat. Oh no, because of the way I type thing. Never mind, my bad. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a cell of a time. If you enjoyed watching, I hope you are. If you enjoyed the show and you haven't yet, please give a follow. It really helps with the algorithm and my self-esteem. If you'd like to be up to date on all things Cel, the best way to do so is to join the Discord. The second best way to do so is to follow me on socials. I'm actively trying to up my Twitter game currently, but I have We just posted our background music on YouTube that you can go listen to if you'd like. We also at some point in the near future, I'm going to probably sit down and record a ton more TikToks, and hopefully we'll do some proper YouTube stuff soon. Our raid message is Celliva raid if you need a raid message. Use code Celvion10 at checkout to get 10% off at Advanced GG. We also have a merch store, Patreon, all that other stuff. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.